Hi, this is Valerie from EFT Providence. Welcome to day 17 of the EFT 30-day challenge. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about change. I brought it up at the end of yesterday's tapping session, but I think it's something that we need to address in a little bit more depth. Because change is inevitable, there is nothing you can think of that stays the same constantly. And some people have an easier time of going with change than others. If you're one of those people who think about change and it scares you, or you can feel it in the pit of your stomach as something that's not very good, then this is exactly the session you need to be tapping with. Change is going to happen whether you like it or not. And if you're prepared for it, if you're mentally prepared to go with the flow, and I know that's a cliche, but it's really true. If you are prepared to go with the flow, then you are going to be more open to whatever opportunities the change that comes to you presents. So let's tap right now for change. And most of the time it's a fear of change and fear of the unknown, which really is the biggest fear, I think, because that's behind every fear. You don't know what's going to happen. So even though I'm afraid of change, terrified of what might happen, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm terrified of change, I know I'm not the only one. So I can deeply and completely accept that about myself. Even though I'm terrified of change right now, it's possible that I could take change in stride. This fear of change. Now, if you're feeling it anywhere in your body, pay attention to that, because that's going to be a big gauge as to how you're releasing it. This fear of change. Change has never worked out well for me. I'm frightened of change. I always need to know what's going to happen next. The thought of change just terrifies me. Everything's exactly where I want it to be right now. If it changed, I don't know what I'd do. I break out in a sweat just thinking about change. All right, now let's reframe that for you so change becomes a little less scary. All change is an opportunity. I can respond to the changes in my life instead of reacting to them. I can look ahead most of the time and see when change is coming so I can be prepared for it. The actual transition period is usually pretty brief, and then the change is complete. I can settle in easily with change. I can enjoy all the new aspects to my life that change brings. I can see change as a great adventure. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I'm open to the changes that will come in my life. The less I resist change, the easier it will be for me. Okay, that was just a little start on change, but you likely felt a shift somewhere in your body when you thought about it, and all kinds of different kinds of things came through your head. Changes in relationships, changes in jobs, changes in where you live, changes in family members. All these things come to everybody at some point. So the easier you go with it, the less of an issue it is. This is Val from EFT Providence. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.